Hey, good morning, traders. I haven't done a video for since last week, so do this one real quick. I've been quite busy. So what I'm looking at here in the markets here is we're in a digestive area here in the Qs. Okay, guys, and some little takeaways that I want to take out going into the end of the week here. So this week we currently have a massive call wall at 560 on the weekly time frame. But on our monthly time frames, we have two fairly large call walls at 550 and 555. Still large open interest at those levels, suggesting, uh, they're not really closing out. They've sold premium at 550 and they're really not closing that out, suggesting this could be very much a blow off top area going into our monthly expiration. So be very mindful of that going forward here. Uh, our current week's anchored VWAPs, I got two of them, one based off of Sunday night open and another based off of the Monday morning cash open. Uh, so they've caught up with each other, and we're trying to break below that early on this morning, and a potential break of a trend line this morning here on the Qs. Heads up on that. We got pretty much risk off on the global stage this morning, so be mindful of that as well. Okay. We also have this blue line right here. This is our quarterly or monthly, whichever one you want to call it, anchored VWAP based off of July 1st. So we're currently trading above that this morning. So uh, I would ideally like to see for some sort of uh, trending reversal setup as a break of that, in my opinion, as a main tail. That would be breaking this level right here. Right here, right now, this just looks like digestion area. What we do know for a fact, last Thursday we came up to this price point and we found immediate rejection Sunday night from this uh, price point. Okay, and basically this same area, it looks like they were selling into strength from what I'm seeing on the price action, and it looks like we're starting to fail away from that price action. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing here in the markets. Okay. This week's expected move high is all the way up to 567. We are finding resistance at last week's expected move high. We're still trading below that here in the Qs. Just a quick rundown and take away what I'm seeing right here in the markets. It does look like that this is acting as a profit taking area uh, in the Qs. So be very mindful of that. Now, with the Qs being mentioned, we got the SMH. Okay, guys. SMH has been on a tear this week. Okay. Uh, we are currently trading above the last consolidation area. Okay. Very strong pattern. Okay. We do have two large call walls at 285 and 280. We're currently trading above both of those this morning. Okay, this is right before 4 a.m. That could actually change. This is the monthly time frame here on the SMH in a massive positive gamma situation here on the monthly time frame. So we have to be mindful of that. We're well above our quarterly and monthly anchored VWAP as well. Very bullish pattern, here on our semiconductors going into today's session. So be mindful of that as well. Ideally, you want to see SMH leading to the downside if you're looking for a deeper correction in the Qs, and we currently don't have that. So, not really getting much of any signs of a deeper correction setting up from our SMH. SPY this morning, guys. So, things happening here on SPY. It looks like that we are trying to push back below our Sunday open anchored VWAP. This right here, right now, here on SPY. Um, Still got supports below us here. Okay. Uh, for this week, we have the 625. There's a massive call wall. We're finding rejection at the 625 area here on SPY. Okay, here that's on our weekly time frame. Now on our monthly time frame, we are in a massive positive gamma situation here on SPY as well. So you're fighting two opposing forces. One is your positive gamma on SPY, but we're rejecting the going positive gamma on the current week here on SPY as well. Strong. So let's be very mindful of that. We do have another large monthly call wall at 630 here on SPY. So we're kind of right there in the middle of the range here on the weekly between our two major monthly levels on our expirations. Looks like we're breaking trend early on this morning. It's like we broke trend, came up, back tested that trend. Now we look like we might be fading away from that early on in today's session. Okay. Uh, we are failing last week's market maker move high, and this week's market maker move high is all the way at 635. Our potential move, predicted move, would take us all the way to 635. Okay, that's a few things I'm looking at here on the SPY. Like I said, global markets are pretty much risk off this morning, so be mindful of that. IWM. Okay, guys, so we're in a potential resistance zone here on the 4-hour time frame. On our Russell, looks like a mini head and shoulders pattern for me here. We're above all the anchored VWAP though, so you don't want to read too much into it. We hit my target. I had a 225 target. We hit that yesterday. Okay, and came up, finished this pattern. This was a trend line. We came right up into that trend line, and it rejected that trend line, and now we're getting rejection. So heads up on that. Another thing here, we have a big monthly 225 call wall and a weekly 225 call wall this week. And we also have another one down here at the 220. So we got two. So on the monthly time frame on the Russell, that we are not in any type of positive gamma situation to kick off the session. So that suggests to me, if we see some relative weakness today, we might see a larger degree of relative weakness out of the Russell versus the other indices. So be very mindful of that. These not being in a this here rejecting like it is. Like I said, this is a potential. The 220 is a positive gamma. Is also let's go over here. How much open interest is at 220? Gotta double check this real quick on the monthly. 220. Yeah. See, 220 is our massive. That is a massive open interest. Yeah, I kind of like that idea as a blow off top on the Russell with all this massive open interest at 220. That's something to think about. Something to very much consider here. How much of that open interest there is. You know, that might be one of that they may want to retrace that back down to 220 or lower. So be very mindful of that here on the monthly time frame. Okay, so that's just a few ideas that I have this morning. Sorry if I'm talking light. People are sleeping here. Hopefully, if you like my video, please like it at the bottom of the video. And, um, you know, like I said, pretty much global risk off to kick off the session this morning. And typically, you're looking for every week the 0 DTEs making 100% or greater on any given day. Okay, and we really haven't had much of that this week. So, you know, today we could see a little bit more volatility than we have been seeing the rest of this week. So be very mindful of that. Wall Street typically wants to get paid, and I don't think we really had an opportunity to get very good payment as far as this week's concerned. So be very mindful of that. Thanks a lot.